parcel's turned up. Very exciting. So, the handlebars I've been telling you about. Hopefully, you'll be able to pick up what I was saying there, that in that same position, there's a slight rise, and they're going to come just back that tiny bit more there. They actually look like they're going to be super comfortable. That's going to be brilliant, I assume. Obviously, they got to come forward a bit there, but it is going to give me that slight more angle back there for that little bit more comfort. I don't know whether you can see the shape difference compared to those. Once I get those off, try and get them side by side. These were 29 quid off Amazon, and if this works, that's an absolute steal. So here we go. I'm going to try and get it all apart now. Wish me luck. Right, little workspace. It's always good to have stuff handy there. So as and when I know what tools I need, I'll grab them. All right, let's have a look at these first. I'm assuming they're the traditional wind off. I'm probably not going to film a lot of this because he's going to see me mess up massive. Or maybe you'll enjoy that, maybe I will. Oh, over tighten that then. Well, I'm about 2 minutes in and I actually feel like I'm making progress. Hey look, I can get these off. 1, 2, of course, if only it was this simple now all the way through. Can you imagine? 1, 2, that's going too easy. It's got to be a major muck up coming soon, got to be. Right, I'm not going to get that off. What needs to loosen? Well, there's a bolt there. So we've definitely got something there. I want to know what that loosens. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I've got no idea. I can promise you, as you can see, I've not watched any videos on this, but what I can tell you is that has loosened that. Now what is that? That is to do with the headlights. That's the wiring. We've got my charger. So that's actually loose enough to come off, which means there's got to be something else there. Cool. How many? 1 Phillips. And that would loosen. Okay, let's go with the bar end first. So I'm assuming that's going to be, that was a wrong guess. So that was a 6, that must be a 5. That's a 5. Okay. Alright, that's that. So the thinnest little screwdriver I've got Okay, that seems to be going in there a bit easier. You know what they say about lubing the tube. I didn't say that. If ever she comes on another video, I never said that, okay? Right. Do feel like we're making progress. But as the actress said to the bishop, you may need a longer length on this, son. Definitely getting somewhere with it. But I got a funny feeling that doesn't just peel back, does it? I think that is hooked on there. In fact, that's ready to come off. Yeah, so it must be hooked in there. Right, let's have a look. Yes. Okay, short is near the tank. Well, that was pretty good, wasn't it? Okay, that time has come to cover some of the bike up. We don't want falling bits. Do we, Mabel? No, we don't. Oh, look at her, bless her. She feels like a queen now. She is. Right. So, can I... Okay. That went a little bit. Is anything going to fall out of there? No. Okay, that's a little bit looser for now. If I can push that over a little bit, that might just... Let me get that off there. Like so. Right. Repeat the process on the other side. So we'll start with the bar end. And so there's our difference. There's our difference in the bars. So if I hold them there together, the old ones are in front. So the new ones at the back leg are going to give me slightly more height. And they're going to come back and towards me just a little bit. See that? But I've got to look at this hole now, haven't I? I'm a little bit excited about these bars. Hopefully that's enough. Come here. Come here. And Lily. Jax. Lily. Come here. Stay. What are you doing? Sit down. Sit. Good boy. What are you doing? Are you happy with this or not? All I've got to do is get this bit on first. That bit go below. Right, let's get this located. We're there. Where's the grit? Brilliant. That's actually improved the view a little bit there, I think. Never over tight, don't want to strip the threads. But we obviously don't want it to come loose either, do we? Right, there we go. The new handlebars are fitted. And they're not as sweepy down as I thought, but the riding position is absolutely amazing. It's just given me a little bit more height, and then instead of being out there, they've just come back a little bit, and I'll tell you what, that's easier on the lower back, it's easier on the shoulders, and that feels like that's the handlebars it should have come with. It's absolutely incredible, and I think it looks stunning. What do you think? I didn't have to adjust do any length in the cables or anything like that. It all just fitted. And the handlebars are £29. Let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think? All I've got to do now is get bar ends. They're coming tomorrow because the other ones are solid in the original bars. But I'm so chuffed with that. So just in case you're wondering on riding position, I'll try and give you a little idea there. Obviously I don't ride in flip-flops, even though I've got the heel and toe shifter fitted. But that's the difference compared to before was a little bit more like that, so I had a little bit lower back strain there, not strain but reach, and it was more straight. So now I'm like that, I can keep my back straight, and I reckon I could go for miles on that, absolutely miles. So looking forward to the first little trip on that. They just come back that little bit nicer. Let me know what you think in the comments. Bar end's coming. Right guys, what's the verdict? So I've just been out, and it's an absolute dream. I can't believe the difference that's made. So the handlebars are not interfering with the tank. I think, as you can see there, they're not low enough for that. Everything's clear here. It goes to full lock, so we've still got the same turning circle, and it actually feels like you've got a little bit more control because the bars are just a little bit closer to you. Absolutely amazing. Well chuffed with that. Just the bar ends to come now. And they're just like plug and play, aren't they? And that's going to finish that off. Chuffed to bits with that. Catch you in the next one. Right, so don't forget to subscribe and like.